everybody, it's Mr. Buro from Staten Tech, and today I'm going to be doing a demo for doors and windows inside Revit architecture. As you can see, I'm using the same two-story home that I have been using for the last few videos, but now there are no doors and windows present on the model. This is the standard template for architecture, so the only preloaded doors you're going to be seeing are single flush doors of these 7 sizes, and fixed windows of these 8 sizes. And fixed windows do not open, by the way. When I choose a window or a door, you can see the cancellation sign is all around the figure as I hover over a roof or grass or the concrete or the asphalt. But as soon as I hit the building, you could see that I'm allowed to place these windows pretty much anywhere I want on the building, and if I place it around in this particular area, it'll be hosted by level 1, or in this particular area, it'll be hosted by level 2. And again, this is a 3D view because it just allows me to show how this stuff works a little bit easier. But normally you'd want to be placing doors and windows first in the 2D floor plan views and then adjusting them if needed in the 3D view. I'm going to flip over to doors to show the same thing. And this is an interior door, so it doesn't make sense to be on the exterior. But from what I'm trying to show you now, which is that walls host doors, as soon as I bring this door up, it'll be snapped to the bottom, which would be a level 1 door. And as you can see, it traces the curve of the building as well. If I bring my mouse upward, it'll snap to the beginning of level 2 to be a door at that particular level. So again, doors and windows are hosted by walls and will only be allowed to be placed in that way. I'm going to now switch over to the level 1 view with floors. And as you can see, there are a lot of walls here, but no doors at all. Over here, we have 2 short walls, which create the appearance of an opening, but instead what that is a just a hole that's created by 2 short walls. So instead we'd like to create it as an opening. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to join these particular pieces. Okay, so I will begin by picking the single flush door and using it wherever it would be appropriate. So I'm going to put an opening to this room here. And then I'll have a transition between the 2 rooms here. And then I'll have an opening here to this room again. One here. And one here. As far as this particular area, I'm going to put a specialized door here, an opening here. This area, I'll put a regular door, and I'm going to switch to a specialized door over here as well. So for now, I'm not going to put anything here. I'm going to hit escape. Choose door again and pick load family. Now I want to open the door library and choose opening. So even openings that people can walk through are doorways, and this will create a door jamb and cut the place properly. So I hit OK. The door opening is loaded with the same sizes. I will now choose to put an opening here and here. This would be a kitchen area. This would probably be a dining area. And it would be appropriate for me to use those particular openings there. Let's get some exterior doors now. So I'll go to load again. And there isn't much to choose from over here. These appear to be all kind of indoor type doors. So I'll go to residential, and I'm going to pick an exterior single entry door with this half glass archway. Pick open. This allows me to choose what sizes to load. I only want to load a size that is about 3 feet wide and 84 inches high. I'm sorry, 2.5 feet wide with 80 inches high. Actually, let's add a couple more inches to that. Hit OK. And now you can see that that's loaded. I'm going to put that over here. And I'm going to put a back door over here. Let's go to load again. I'd like to get some sliding doors. There are no sliding doors in this particular folder, so let's go back one. Here's a double sliding door. I'm going to put that into the kitchen, make this very wide. So I'll give a nice transition to the backyard. Now let's get some double action doors for the entranceway to the dining room. These look like they're exteriors, and this is an interior. So let's pick back. Here, double acting doors. These swing both ways. And I will get these to be 72 by 80. That right there. So now the dining room has these double swing doors. So I have most of the doors placed. Now I'm going to go back to those single flush doors. And I'm going to pick this small one, but then I'm going to go to edit type. It's pretty good the way it is, but I'd like to make it a little shorter. So first, I'll duplicate the family type because I don't want to edit this. If I edit this particular door, that means everywhere I use it's going to change. So I'm going to duplicate this door, and I'm going to call it 24 by 80 because I want to make it only 2 feet wide. Hit OK. That doesn't actually change anything for the door. What I want to do now is change this to 2 feet and hit OK. So now I have these very, very small openings, and I'm going to put one here and put one here, kind of like closets. Let's zoom in a little bit. Take a look at these arrows. What these arrows do is they let you change the orientation of the door. So these arrows change where the hinge is, whether it's on the left or right hand side of the door. And this arrow here that moves horizontally in this case changes what side the door opens. So we definitely want these doors to open outward because they're closet doors. And I'd like for them to be hinged in a way where they look to be right across from each other. And I actually can align them as well. Let me see if I can do that quickly. I'll pick a line, this, and this side of the door. There. So now those doors are aligned. I did forget the exterior door in the front, so let me put that in. Go to architecture and door. I want to load a nice one. Go to residential, and I want to pick a double glass exterior door. Which that one looks nice. And I'll make this really big. Put that right here. And I'm going to put some side lights next to it. I'll make those 1 foot wide. The side lights, I'm going to click and use the arrow keys to get them exactly in the position that I want them to be. Good. That looks about right for my doors. This exterior door I'd like to swing outward. These I want to swing outward. This I would like to swing outward. These doors, it doesn't really matter which way they swing. This, I would imagine, would be a bathroom. That looks okay. As far as the openings here, they look pretty good. But I do want to put one more opening here. If you remember, I had mentioned that before. So I'm going to go click door, and then I'm going to click opening. And I'll pick the widest one, but then I'm going to edit it anyway. And I'm going to duplicate this type. And I'm going to say that it's going to be 48 would be 4 feet. I want to make it 5 feet wide. So that's taking it 60-inch wide opening. And I'll allow it to stay at 84 inches high. And now for this particular opening, it says round width to be 3 feet over here. I want it instead to be 5 feet. Okay, as you can see, it's nice and big, and that's it. So now I have my opening there. Let's take a look at what this looks like in 3D. Here's the front door. Back door over here with the sliding door. Take a look at the other 3D view. In this 3D view, I'm going to turn on a section box. And move this section over to take a look at some of the inside. There's some doors. And as you can see, I have my openings, my interior doors here. I'll swing this around. And then my other doors all around. This looks good. Let's go back to that level 1 view. Now I'll begin placing windows. So let me go to architecture and pick window. And I do want to put a couple of fixed windows. I'll put a few over here. I think I'll put one here and here and then here. There. This is going to be, let's say, 45 degrees. And then I'll make sure this one is as well, for symmetry. I have my fixed windows here. These, again, are not meant to be opened. Now let's begin loading some regular windows for the rest of the home. I'm going to concentrate on the sides and back first. I think some double hung windows would be correct for this particular type. A double hung window. So this is 2 windows as opposed to 1 window. Let me hit open. And I'll pick a 48-inch by 42. This I'll be placing over here in the back, then on the sides. And the front, I won't be putting any of these. Instead, I'm going to use casement windows for the front. casement windows swing outward. These will only be 34 inches wide. Let's take a look at what that looks like. Okay. As I pivot around the building, you see, well, those windows are appropriately placed. And now what I will do is I will select all the windows You can do this better in 2D, but I wanted to show you the way this looks in 3D. Now I have all the windows of the home selected. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick copy, and I will paste to the second level. And as you can see, all the windows are now on the second level, directly above where they are in the first level. Just a few things to fix. I'm going to go to the view of the house like this, and I'm gonna copy this window, place it over here, and one over here as well. And there you have it. All the doors and windows are set. If you look at them on level 1, they're all visible here. And then level 2, also all visible. I didn't once have to check the properties over here, but if you want to take a look, you'll probably see that there are quite a few properties to be checked out. And remember that in Revit, you can do anything you want as long as you figure it out and find what you're looking for. Thank you very much.